Byron Allen. You're watching the BoneZone Radio, very specifically. Let's get partying and have some freaking gosh dang trombone fun. If you can hear me even. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BoneZone. We are going to have some fun. Let's keep playing some music. Let's play another song. I'm going to take it a little bit easier today because I've been having some issues, which I know you care very much about. Here we go. Here, ladies and gentlemen, it's ladies and gentlemen, it's 7:20 in the morning, live from Chicago. We are live, and it is a nice, beautiful day, I think. I didn't really check the weather, but it's time to have some fun. Fun. Good morning, one viewer. It's I'm kind of taking a chill today. I'll tell you what. I'll do the opening monologue, and then we'll get. So let me go ahead. And I have to do this at least once. Okay. That was my intro. All right. So, so last week I did the first, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go to this camera because it's a lot more interesting. So last week, me and my little brother did the first BoneZone live, which BoneZone is like BoneZone, but with me and my little brother, who I've always called Mr. Poe, and his DJ name is DJ Poe, because that's what I decided I would start calling him, and it was a lot of fun, so I definitely highly recommend you guys go check that out. It's... I'm going to start with clips as of now. If for whatever reason, if you watch this, I got to put it into clips because we had a lot of technical difficulties, but we have a crazy thing going on. We've got, so he lives in Los Angeles and I live in Chicago. And I know that like technology has like come a long way and, you know, and me and him figured out how to utilize it. I swear I have seen podcasts and shows that are just, they just do like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen the musician playing through the Zoom audio, and I can't, I wish I had a simulator. I can't simulate it. It sounds so bad, it just comes through like that. I don't know if that's a good impersonation or not, but me and him figured out high quality audio. We're sending it out through YouTube, and it's going really well. And I've got OBS running, which is what I'm running this through. And I've got graphics, and we've got bits, and we figured it out, man. And I'm very happy about that. So go ahead, check that out. It's going to just keep getting better, kind of like this show, which hopefully it is getting better. I've been working on audio quality stuff, and but speaking of technology, I was so BoneZone Radio. Like my whole original idea was like, to be a music show, to be kind of like radio, a DJ talking in between. It'll be like the next form of radio. Well, there was radio on. I need to talk slower. I'm losing my breath. Let me just take a second to relax. I should do that every single show. Anyways, so technology, BoneZone Radio. So I was in my car the other day, and first of all, Bluetooth. Oh my, how long have we had freaking Bluetooth? I mean, it's been since I was in high school. So 2009, 2010. It's been over 10 years we've had Bluetooth, and it still sucks. How many times have you has your mom or grandma been trying to connect to a Bluetooth speaker and just taking an eternity? I've been to important events where they're trying to connect to a Bluetooth speaker. It should be as easy as you take the wire and bloop, and you plug it in and you're good to go. It should be that easy by now, and it's not. And my commute to work, like, I think technology has all the right ideas, but they're very poorly executed. So, like phones, in theory, and this happens once in a blue moon, you get in your car, you turn it on, connects to Bluetooth automatically, starts playing your music from Spotify, YouTube Music, whatever. Great idea. I love it. Never works. Ever. It's always, you always just have to reconnect, or you have to start the music up by yourself, whatever. Okay, fine. So start up the music by yourself. Sometimes you click it, it goes on to autoplay, which sometimes sucks. I hate autoplay, but just for the sake of it, goes to autoplay. Great. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you click on a song and it plays the album. Sometimes it plays the artist. Sometimes it plays whatever the hell it wants you to hear. Boo. I don't like that at all. Where was I going with this? So basically, technology sucks. I was in my car the other day, and I was driving. This is where I was going with it. I just forgot. I was in my car. I was driving using Bluetooth, and just my YouTube Music app just will not start. I'm just like, what fucking year is this? I was supposed to use the distortion pedal to cancel out my curse, but what fucking year is this? What year is this? It's not working, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give radio a try. I click the radio button, and ooh la la, it turns on. It's beautiful. It's a freaking, just an oldies rock station. I don't know. Something like that. Just beautiful rock song. Maybe the Doors or something. Maybe the Doors or something is playing on. And I'm just like, yes! Music! I'm driving. It's just working. It's on. That's why radio was so cool back in the day. It's just, you get in your car, on. It works every time. How freaking awesome. And then I kind of remembered why we don't like radio, because immediately after this, save big money at Menards, buy a drill kit, 375-piece drill kit for Father's Day, that kind of crap. And I was like, oh yeah, this is why we don't listen to radio anymore. And the whole rest of the trip was commercials. And I was like, why? Yeah, that's what it sounded like. I was in the wilderness and just freaking, why? Working on my effects here, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, that's my story. So yeah, that's like, radio was so cool. I just wish technology could keep up with the times and keep up with radio. Not keep up with radio. I wish technology was just better and it just worked. And it never does, unfortunately. And that's fine. I just don't know why it's moving so slowly. Like, there's some things that are just so painful. For example, Bluetooth. Why is it so freaking hard to connect things? They need to update that shit. They may or may not. Who knows? So for my next selection, I'll do some trombone stuff. You know what? It's getting a little chummy in here. It's getting a little slow. Let's crank it up a notch. Let's see if whatever I have going here is good on the drum machine for the Boss RC100. Let's give it a try. Got a good sweat going. Very nice. That worked out pretty well. That was a little New Orleans-y type of beat. That was a song. That was a song from New Orleans. Very traditional song written in 1908. And that's how jazz concerts are announced, ladies and gentlemen. Which I might go to one tonight. Whoopsie daisy. All right. I had something I was going to say. I'm trying to remember what it is. Oh, yes. Speaking of working up a sweat, I've started going to the gym. Woohoo! Yay! I feel better, for sure. I was starting to get to that point. Like, I know I'm getting bigger, but, like, I'm still manageable. Like, I can still move, but I was starting to get the kind of shifting weight walk. And as you can hear, kind of the Tony Soprano breathing. Starting to get that a little bit. And I also had horrible sleep apnea for a while, but I got that down, dude. I got that shit fixed. Which, by the way, if you even think you have sleep apnea, get it checked out, because you feel a lot better when you don't have it. Especially when you're not breathing like 15 times every hour in the night. It's not a good situation. Let's get super weird since... very nice. One view. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's get weird. So if for some reason you're listening to this comment a style and I'll try to play it next week, I'm not confident anyone's going to watch this. I do pick a... excuse me. I do pick a horrible time. I pick a really horrible time in the day to do this. The morning. But I'd love to get that morning crowd. People, like, if it was me, like, I know there's blue-collar working musicians out there. If I could get some of you people on board to watch my show early in the morning before you go to work, maybe on your commute, that'd be awesome. It's like, yeah, I could get the work from home crowd, but who cares about them, really? No, just kidding. There's a lot of people working from home. I have feelings about that. Mixed feelings, we'll say. There's definitely a certain unfairness in people that are really out there working and people that are on vacation working. Bringing up politics here. It's not really politics. Everyone makes it politics these days, but we're going to play music instead. I guess this is happening right now. that doesn't fit with the chords. Let's try that again, shall we? Alright, this song isn't going as well as I thought. Let's go friggin' nuts. At a certain point, you just gotta decide what can this thing handle. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing pretty dang good on time here. We're gonna keep on going. Gonna keep on going. I remember there was something else I wanted to talk about. I need to make notes. I improvise everything on this show, which is a point I need to bring up more often. But craziest thing happened yesterday. Again, gotta catch my breath. That's a problem with a one-man band. When you got a one-man band, then that's how I feel about the phrase one-man band. When you got a one-man band, you got to relax. Actually, you know what a better chord is for relaxing? Pentatonic. I didn't even know I was capable of making that sound. Craziest thing happened to me. Not the craziest thing in the world, but I was looking up, if you're a trombone player, then you know good old J&K, very classic, very standard trombone duet recordings, very good stuff. J.J. Johnson, an African-American trombone player in the U.S., doing all sorts of stuff, and Kai Winding, actually born in Denmark, grew up in New York. Those two guys somehow get together, create their group, and they were doing stuff all through the 50s, all through the 60s maybe. But really interesting story. I didn't look up JJ so much. I was looking up more Kai Winding. Very, very good, great trombone player, one of my favorites. It's crazy what those guys were doing back then. No one has, I know of one instance where people tried to do it was a tribute, all right, to these guys. New Trombone Collective did a tribute. Very good. But what they were doing back then was so creative and genius, and they were making records and albums, probably making money. What a beautiful time that would be. That'd be nice now, wouldn't it? But it's not possible. Anyways, so they did those guys were doing 21 trombones. They were doing trombone octets, sextets, whatever. But my favorite stuff was their duets. So Kai Winding, I'm looking him up. So this was 2 nights ago. For whatever reason, I'm just like, I want to look up what was his deal? Because his name is Kai Winding. I'm like, that's a funky name. Where is he from? Where does he get that name? He's in New York, but on YouTube, he's on all these Japanese TV programs. I'm like, what an interesting guy. So I look him up. He's from Denmark, moved to New York when he was a kid, grew up there. I didn't read too much into it. Obviously got into trombone somehow, got very good. He was drafted to let me rewind a little bit. So I found a little bit about him. I'm working at the brass repair shop in Chicago, actually Des Plaines outside of Chicago. I'm working there. A lady comes in, a French horn player. My boss has left already, so I had just turned on K&J. They're playing some beautiful duet song. French horn player named Beth, very, very kind lady. She comes in. She's, oh, beautiful. Who's this? And I'm like, this is J.J. Johnson and Kai Winding. I'm like, you probably don't know who that is. You're a French horn player. What do you know? No, I'm just kidding. I was not that rude. She's like, oh my God, Kai Winding? And I'm like, yeah, Kai Winding. Why would, you know Kai Winding? And she's like, my father played bass with him a lot growing up when I was growing up. I'm like, what? He was playing bass for Kai Winding? She's like, yeah, absolutely. They were very good friends. I'm like, what a weird freaking coincidence. Turns out she's an East Coast person. And yeah, Dad played with Kai Winding. She'd met Kai Winding. She had seen his shows. She knew him, told me about how nice of a guy he was. That was really cool. I love running into people like that. But basically saying how hard it was for the World War II draft. Like, these people were just, and it was hard for her to talk about it. It was very kind of emotional experience for her because maybe she hasn't talked about those guys in a while, including her dad. But just how hard it was to just, hey, mailman. She remembers a mailman coming to the door. Just guess what? You're going to war. Same thing happened to Kai Winding and her father. So that was just very dark, and they went off to war, and I believe that, so Kai Winding went to war. He made it. If I remember correctly, her father did not, so that's why it was very emotional and difficult to talk about. But I did get to hear a lot about Kai Winding, which was really cool. And yeah, they stayed connected, I think, as much as they could until he was gone. And then, yeah, Kai Winding afterwards, yeah, he kept playing and doing great things. So that was really interesting for, like, I just imagine as a, like, if you make it in the jazz trombone world and then all of a sudden you got to go to war and then you got to come back and restart. That's crazy, but he did it. So Kai Winding, thank you for your service, and thank you also, Beth, for your thank your father for his service and all that stuff. Kai Winding, legendary trombone player. If you don't know who that is, check him out. He's incredible. I used to go record shopping when I was a kid. Back before records were trendy and like $15-20 each. I used to, like in Missouri, I would go to the record stores and just pick them up for a nickel, 10 cents, a quarter, $1, whatever. And a trombone, Scott Whitfield told me, if you ever see a picture of a trombone on a record and you're going record shopping, pick it up. And that's what I did. And that proved to be very useful. I found just some obscure Kai Winding recordings in the middle of nowhere at these antique thrift stores in Missouri. Just, and like I would listen to him. Like there's this one specifically with Kai Winding where he's doing like a monologue at the beginning. He's like a New York gangster, and it's like and there's like there's kind of a jazz thing going on in the background, something kind of like, and he's like, yeah, so she walks in the room, and I'm trying to, I did not rehearse this. Yeah, so Johnny walks in the room, says broad over here, beautiful. He doesn't say broad, but you get the picture. He's doing some monologue thing. Someone gets shot. She shoots the man. I don't know, something like that. But it's like, I've never heard that before. There's no way you can find that. Maybe on YouTube, I don't know. There's no way it's on Spotify. Stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he did a country album that I have somewhere. I listened to maybe once, unless that's Irby Green. I'm pretty sure that's Kai Winding though. Yeah, just really cool finding records like that, like in the middle of nowhere. I found some good records doing that. I found my Irby Green. That's actually on one of my first YouTube videos. I just uploaded the record. It's called Being Green. Can't find it anywhere. Can't buy it. I found it on records, and you're welcome, world. That was like he was doing. Anyways, conversation for a different day. Irby Green is also great. Kai Winding, the best of the best. Okay, what time is it? 8:05. We're going to do one more song out. Thank you so much for sticking with me and listening to my awesome stories. My hair looks insane right now, and I need to trim my beard and whatever. It's all about the audio, right? All right. Gonna do one more song, trombone only. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for trombone only. That's my new segment, trombone only. No drums, no nothing. Trombone. Looping time. Here we go. gentlemen, for coming to the Bone Zone. I will see you next time in the Bone Zone. Trombone only. All trombones considered. See you all next time. Goodbye. Oh, that was going to be so awesome, but I was in the wrong octave. Let's try it again. And have a great day, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you, ladies. Whoa, that's nice and loud. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to the good.
See y'all again in the BoneZone.